Can you, yeah, 100%. Can you record this for me?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Let's go, guys. Make sure you get your pen and paper out. Thanks, you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Everyone okay? Right. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk a little bit about the harmonic scanner. Yeah, so hold on. I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. Right, cool. So, oh shit. Right. So this is a harmonic scanner. This is one of those AI things that, hold on, my internet's been retarded. Right, cool. So this is the harmonic scanner. This is basically one of the algorithms that we have that you can use to trade. So the easiest, basically, there's two ways you can go on it. You can go through the IM Center and do it that way, or you can go on imlharmonicscanner.com, which is a lot easier. I like using that way. And on the side here, you've got all the different brokers that you can use. I personally use this one, which is Hugo's Way, and this one, which is hold on, which is GBE. You can pick whichever one you want. And basically, I use the higher time frames instead of using the lower time frames. So you just click on one of the time frames, and then pick it. And then basically, the trick with harmonic scanner is, hold on. Right, okay, cool. The trick with harmonic scanner is that if the trade has passed this little part here, which is a D, I don't know what that stands for. Basically, you can't place the trade if it's on this side of the D. If it's on this side of the D, place the trade, and it hits entry point. Right, cool, hold on. Right, cool, so yeah, I'll put it, right, cool. So, oh shit, something here. Right, cool, so yeah, that's the neat trade. And then basically just wait for it to hit entry point and watch the trade go. So I personally would place this trade because it's hit entry point, but still make sure when you're placing your trades, you have to personally, oh shit, this is not making me to. Right, cool. So basically, you personally, this really doesn't like me. Sorry. Right, personally, make sure you do your confirmations on how to make sure that your basically, so you're basically showing that you know that the trade's going to go that way. The best way to do that is use all the different like strategies. So if it's yeah, so basically that's really it. That's basically the easiest way to use harmonic scanner. I personally. Can everyone still hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So harmonic scanner, guys, is really, really important to use at the start of your journey, because that's what I use to start analyzing which pairs to go into. You don't want to scan all the markets and not understand, you know, what you're looking out for. So harmonic scanner gives you the entry point, the stop loss, and the take profit. All you do is copy and paste that into your demo account or your live account. Okay, so Zeke, bring the screen back up for me. Yeah, so if you see, guys, you can see entry. You type in or you go into market execution, you can see entry 1.44909. You input that, then you put TP, so that's your take profit. You put 1.503, that's your take profit. Usually harmonic scanner, guys, by the time it hits TP1, I'd be out. Like TP2 does sometimes happen, but I don't really want to risk it at the start. So just be happy with the first take profit and then move on to the next trade. That's one thing that I say about harmonic scanner. It's the basis of what we said about using technology and what trades you go into. Do not depend on just the harmonic scanner. Z said, use your strategy alongside with it, okay? Do not depend on harmonic scanner only, because just like anything else, you need to confirm with yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your business. It's not the harmonic scanner's business, your trading account, it's your business. So for sure, make sure that you go into that. Sharmina, are you next?
Yeah, I just wanted to say also what I used to do with the harmonic scanner is you see there's loads of these brokers on the side. There's FX Choice, all of these other ones, yeah. What I used to do is I used to go through and say, for example, I like this trade. I don't know what this is right now we're looking at. UCAD. Yeah, I would look into the other brokers and see if they've got the same type of indication, like if they've got a similar pattern going on. That just confirms for me that that trade is obviously more reliable because more brokers have found this same trade, you know? So I used to use that, just a bit of advice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm next. How do I?
All right, cool.
Yeah. Sharmina, you're next. Z, can you put Sharmina as host? And then I think we're ending with
You have the light
Daniel.
on.
Sharmina, should I go next? 'Cause I'm doing trading view, and then you can show how to do support and resistance after that.
Oh, you want to go first?
I mean, it's up to you, because obviously you're doing support and resistance, so it's easier for me to show trading view.
Let
Yeah,
them,
yeah, 100%. Do that.
Okay, fine.
hold on. Where's your host?
1 second, just make sure am I host now? Okay, fine.
Yep, your host.
All right, hope everyone's doing good.
Oh,
Let me
I'm
share my
excited for your
screen.
first training, Dan.
One second,
Okay, let's go.
let me share my screen. Give me a sec. How do I share my screen? Share screen. Okay. All right. Yeah. Come. So guys, basically, I'm gonna show you how to access TradingView. So for those who don't know what TradingView is, it's basically charts on your laptop. So obviously you can view your charts through MetaTrader 4, but some people prefer viewing charts on your laptop. So it's a bit more easier. Basically, go to Google, just write TradingView, literally, and then it's always like the first one. Click on that. It's easy to make an account, so that way it saves your charts. So to make an account, literally just press join for free. Can you guys still hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, calm. Okay, so yeah, you can just sign up. Let me just make another account. It's easier for you guys. Literally, whatever. You just make a username. Ideally, just do your name. Obviously, I do my full name. Just literally sign up. I'm not a robot. So you do your email, your password. It's pretty easy. Okay, I already made my name. Let me do it. 89. Okay. Yeah, sign up. Okay, let me just close this. So imagine I signed up. Imagine I signed up. Let me log in. So they send you an email. You go to your email, you verify your account, and then this is what it looks like. So it might look really, really confusing, but after using it a couple of times, it's really, really simple to use. There's even a video in IM Academy. I think it's under technical analysis, and it actually goes over TradingView and how to access it in a bit more detail. So what you do, you just literally just open up, and you can literally press chart. Then it literally goes onto any. So let it load up. So this, I think if it's your first time opening up TradingView, it's going to look a bit more different. I think it's going to be different colors. Even the grid will look slightly different. But in the video in IM Academy, it literally breaks down how to change the colors, how to change the grid background, how to change literally everything. But I'm just going to go over like just the basic things you need to know on what to do on TradingView. So over here in this corner here, this is where you can change the currency. So to euro, for example, literally you do that, and you can select it as well. They also have, I think these are the brokers on the side. So obviously, you can change it to whoever which one you want. For example, let's get the first one, and then the chart comes up. On the side, so the thing with TradingView, why a lot of people prefer this than using MP4 is because you've got a more variety of tools to use on the side. So I'll just quickly skim over a few of the tools, but most of them are just, Sharmina going to go over them anyway. So you're going to use some of these tools to analyze. So use them for like support and resistance, for trend lines. So for example, like you use these for support and resistance, you draw that there and it goes through the whole thing. Also, like for example, to count how many pips you've collected, you use the ruler, and it will just help you to calculate how many pips you've collected. I mean, that's all you need to know, how to log in.
You show us which one's the pips, you know, on your ruler.
Log in, sorry?
You know, you just showed us the ruler. Which one is
Yeah.
the pips?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So, for example, so you just go from top to bottom. You know the desk. You know how on the, what do you call it? On the IM Academy, it tells you about the pipettes and the pips and it talks about the decimals. But obviously on here it shows you. We know it says minus 38. That's how many pips it is. It literally tells you without you even calculating it. Because normally it tells you on the IM Academy video, oh, calculate it by dividing by this, that. It sounds really, really confusing, but with the ruler here, it even tells you how many pips you collected. So it says 38 over here. Well, I also need to go over time frame. I mean, so far everyone got what I've said so far. I know I'm going really, really fast.
No, I think
so
that's
far, does everyone
perfect
get
so
what
far.
I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Go on time frame as well.
Okay.
And
So
then
time frame. So I'll pass on to Sharmina. All right. So each of these bars. Let me start the way. Each of these bars represent a time. So in this case, over here it says 1 hour. So one single bar represents 1 hour. So you know at the bottom here shows the time and the date, and over here on this side shows the price. So for example, today, so for example, this bar, if you look, it says the 3rd of January 2020 at 11 a.m. and then this one is 12, then 1, 2, 3. Each bar represents 1 hour. And if I want to change it to go to a higher time frame, I'll click here. It's right next to the currency where it says 1 hour. I can change to, for example, 4 hours. And then that means each bar represents 4 hours. So like if I look again at the bottom, it says 20th of December 2019 at 10. And then the next one will be obviously at 2. And then it goes up every 4 hours. Or if you want a really, 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 really small one, you can do in seconds or minutes. So I'll do 1 minute. So again, that's 6:20, 6:21, 6:22. So then, yeah, that's how you change some time frames. So you use time frames to help you with analyzing. So obviously you would go on a bigger time frame to analyze, and then you go to a smaller one to further analyze. But yeah, that's how you change time frames. What else I need to go over? I think that's the really basics. You need to know how to log in, make an account, because then you save your charts. So it'll stop you from like changing the colors again and again. I think making an account, how to change the currencies over here, how to change the time frames over here, what each bar represents. Yep, I think that's it. You guys need to know for now. Just go over the IMO Academy video. It's in technical analysis, and it shows you how to change the colors and how to change the background. Yeah, and that video, it will be literally probably a bit more in depth to what I said. I will help you a lot. I think that's my bit done. I think it's Sharmina's go to go over support and resistance. Let me make a host if I can do that 1 second. How do I make a host? Yeah.
guys, do you have any questions so far?
Yeah,
Because we're
sorry.
going
Yeah, do you have
over a
any
lot of
questions?
material.
Yeah, sorry, do you have any questions?
If you have any questions, so
Right.
feel free to ask.
Yeah,
Hi,
I mean, don't be
Sharmina.
scared. I'm not going to.
Yeah?
Hi, Sharmina.
Sorry?
Hi, Sharmina.
Hi.
Sorry, just a quick question, right? I'm using the demo, right? The trading view demo. I need to open the real account for trading view. How do I go about it, please?
So it doesn't matter if you have a demo account or a real account. You can use TradingView regardless. Even if you don't have a demo, you can still use TradingView. Literally, like, I don't know if you can see my screen. I don't think you can anymore. I think Sharmina's hers. But you literally just go. You can even go on Google now. Just go on Google, write TradingView, and you just make it without any sort of live account, demo account. Like I said, all you need to know is have an email address, make a password, have a username, and then you just verify your account, and then that's all. You don't need. Thing is, you don't place on TradingView. You don't place trades on TradingView. It's just to view the market. You place the trade only through your app. That's what a lot of people like. That's what I thought. I thought TradingView is where you place your trades. You don't. It's only through the app. Sorry, Sharmina, I interrupted. What did you say?
Yeah, no, I was interrupting you actually, but yeah, TradingView and MetaTrader they're completely two separate apps. So we use TradingView specifically for analyzing the charts, but we use MetaTrader to place the trades, because on TradingView it's a bit wishy-washy, so we don't really go there. So I'm going to show you how to write.
Did I answer your question? Whoever asked. I forgot.
Okay, is that good enough? Yeah.
I think so. I think everything's good, but I couldn't have explained it better myself. Well done.
Yeah, I'm actually like really struggling to
To share. Are you on Mac or what are you on?
Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
So go to the top. You know where the Apple logo is on the top. Press on meeting and press start share.
Oh. And then desktop one.
I mean, do whatever screen, or do the screen that you want us to see, obviously, in it.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously we don't want to see anything rude.
Okay. Hey guys, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing rude here. Okay. So I have got here. Sorry, I just want to get rid of our little faces. TradingView, okay? And then down by the side, you can see here, we've got pairs these are my pairs that I've already added. So obviously click one. I'm just going to go to GBP Canadian dollar, okay? And to do support resistance, I'm currently on the daily chart, okay? Up here. And I'm just going to click this one. And horizontal line is what we use for support and resistance. Just a little tip, guys. This is what I do. I favorite all the stuff that I use. So if you look here, there's little stars here. You can add it to your favorites. And then it turns up right here. So I have my horizontal line here, trend line. These are just the only things I use, literally. And then what we're going to do is get our trend line. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a line where price couldn't go above. Okay, so can we see here? I've only caught I don't know how far you guys into this you are, but obviously this is the body of the candle here. Okay, and this skinny bit, the stick, that is called the wick. And we don't really care about the wick so much. We do, but not for support and resistance. So, and then I'm also going to zoom out and I'm going to draw where price couldn't go below. Can you see here? Price came here and bounced many times, okay? And it could not go below here. So that's my floor. And that is my ceiling, just for this specific zone here, okay? You can do this a lot of times because there's many floors and ceilings. Okay, so what I do with this is I trade. My strategy specifically uses support and resistance. What I do is I just do break and retest. And then when you drop down on the chart times, you can actually see it's quite far from where I drew it. And obviously we're not going to constantly be trading day by day. So we'd want to zoom in and I go straight into the hour because I mostly trade on the hour. I may be going a bit advanced. Please do tell me if I am. And if anyone's like got any questions or anything. But yeah, so we just carry on drawing more support and resistance. So down here we've got another floor. Okay, the floor is the floor is the support line. Okay, and the resistance is the ceiling. This where price cannot go past. Okay, I don't know how much of support resistance I'm supposed to do.
That's pretty much basically just how to draw it. And Also, one thing that I should mention beforehand is because one thing that people forget when they get started is why do we draw the support and resistant lines? Sharmina, go for it. Why do we draw them? Why is that price point important?
It is important because it indicates to us an entry point. Okay, so I don't know the answer you're specifically.
No, that's true. No, that's actually true. That's exactly what it is. It's your entry point. Yeah. Only enter at these points because you don't want to be mid-trade.
You don't ever want
when you're mid-trade, it can go the other way.
You want, like, for instance, with trading, you want to wait for the price to come up here. So we're not going to enter any of these points, okay? None of these points. We will only enter when price hits one of our support or resistance lines, okay? And let's see, I've got another one here. Can you see? Bounce.
Yeah, that's actually quite a good pair.
And
that's a really good pair.
Go away. Yeah, so if I'm like trying to do little trades, this is what I will do. Can you see here? Look, bounce, yeah. Bounce, bounce. So this indicates to me this is a very strong zone because couple hours, yeah, it just kept staying into this zone. Price broke out of here, but look, it didn't really. It actually just stayed. Okay, so what I would do is I would wait until price either comes here or here. If it comes here, I will most likely either enter a buy or a sell, but I'm going to go to advanced if I start talking about candle closure.
Yeah, there was a question that said, what time frame do you use? It depends on how long you want to stay in the trade.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to stay in the trade for longer than say 10 pips or 20 pips, if I wanted to stay longer, I would look at the 4-hour time frame. So and that's my opinion. So if you want to know kind of how long you want to stay in, how many pips you want to go for, that's your time frame. You want to kind of, it indicates which way you go through. So if you want to be a more sturdy trade with more pips, which is safer, lower risk, that's what I would say. Stick to the 4 hours and stick to the daily just for the top down analysis. So go with the daily, then go in 4 hours. Just while you get started, don't over trade. When you want to start scalping and you wanted to start getting smaller pips, where you want to make money a lot in the hour, then you can drop down time frames even more. So I mean, you use hour, right? But even then, you're not in the trade long, are you?
Sorry?
You're not in the trade long, are you? When you're in the hour? When you use the hour time frame?
I analyze on, of course, my daily, and then I do the 4 hour and the 1 hour. I do support resistance line on all 3 time frames, me personally. Yeah. And I do my lines different colors. So for example, if I'm on the daily chart, I'll probably do pink lines. If I'm moving to the hour chart and I'm drawing support resistance, I'm gonna do blue lines, you know? It just makes it a bit clearer for me to understand what's going on. And then, yeah.
The higher the time frame, the better your entry point. If everyone writes that down, the higher to the time frame, the better your entry point. That's really important. That's how you should be actually starting to analyze. So do it on the higher time frame. It might take you longer to get the best entry point, but it'll be more worthwhile because then the price will not hit that point again. So that's a key point. And the lower the time frame, the more risk it is they will hit that point again. So that's why you should always go from the top down.
Because you've got to bear in mind, there's so many buyers and sellers in the market. They're constantly fighting to push the market up, to push the market down. That's why if you're in the 5-minute time frame, yeah, you'll see that it's super messy. Like, there's just so much going on, and you don't really know what price is actually doing. Like, how can you tell what it's doing here? Whereas if you zoom out, you can quite clearly see what's going on overall. Look, so price is kind of just stuck here, consolidating a bit, you know?
Yeah, 100%. If you want to stay in trade longer for more pips, yeah, exactly. You want a safer trade. You do it in a higher time frame because your analysis will be more sturdy, will be more steady to do. So if you want more pips and you want a better entry point, the whole point of the time frames is entry point. Like, that's a key thing to trading, is getting the perfect entry point. So the higher the time frame, the better your entry point is, because the price won't hit it again too quickly before you hit take profit, because it will take a much longer time to go back to your entry. Any other questions? That was sick, Sharmina. That was sick.
Hi, Sharmina.
Yes.
Hello. Please,
Yeah.
my question is this. I'm a new trader, right? I'm just going to start my live trading soon. But if I may understand what you're saying, does that mean Trading View platform is not an market execution platform?
No. So TradingView isn't the market execution platform. That is MetaTrader 4. So on my phone, I have it. This app.
Okay, so if I need to copy and paste from Harmonic Scanner,
Yeah.
I need to use MetaTrader 4.
Yes, so download. I don't really recommend getting MetaTrader 4 on your laptop. That's just me personally. I just think it's so confusing, and it just looks like an old 1970s computer. I don't even know if computers were out then, but it just really looks really old school. But yeah, all you have to do is literally you'd go onto your trade. Let's pretend we're trading. Can you see my phone?
I can't see your phone.
Can see your
sharing
screen and someone.
Please, yeah, stop sharing your
Yes,
screen
I can
and
see
you'll
your
come up.
screen.
Should I stop sharing?
Yeah, that's better. We can see you now.
Okay, so my screen here, yeah. Say, for example, we saw a trade on Harmonic Scanner. It showed to us where the stop, it told us a number for the stop loss. So literally what we do is we'd enter the stop loss into where it says stop loss,
Yes.
and we'd write the take profit. We do take profit 1 into our take profit, and then all you have to do is click buy or sell. Actually, we forgot to mention, on the Harmonic Scanner, yeah, where the entry point is, yeah, if the take profit is above the entry point, then that means it's a buy. Whereas if the take profit is below the entry point, that means we're going for a sell. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how we'd go about it. And then we just click buy or sell, and that's us in a trade. Okay.
All right.
So all we're doing is we're just copying the numbers and entering it into our phone. So you don't actually physically copy and paste using your keyboard,
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
That's okay.
Cool. That was pretty fire session, guys. Thank you. If there's no more questions, then we are pretty much ready to go. Guys, any more questions?
If you have any more, just ask us in the group chat and we'll answer that.
Yeah, just
If you can't think of it,
ask the group chat or speak about it. But 100%, guys, that was an amazing call. Thank you so much for hopping on. What if it never gets to the entry point, or what if it takes ages to hit entry point? Well, then you go find another better entry point.
Yeah.
There's more than enough pairs, guys. There's more
Don't
than
just
enough
settle
pairs
for that
to look
one.
at. Like, don't fixate on the one entry point. There's so many more entry points you can get in the markets. There's hundreds of things that you can trade, and go to Zine, he'll find you an entry point for Bitcoin probably. But 100%, guys, I hope you enjoyed that session. I just want to go over something quickly before we close this call. This is obviously basics. Wednesday is going to be our opportunity call, right? So we're going to actually hear Ivan talk about his journey and actually present the business. So if you guys want to plug into that call, 100% make sure that you do tell people about that call, because you want to actually leverage some residual income. That means that he can take care of that, we take care of this, then we're going to do a weekly review, which is more advanced, guys. So do not hop onto that call if you haven't finished academy. Hop onto that call only if you finished academy on the weekly advanced call, and that happens Friday. If you're based in London, on Saturday we do a trade and chill as well. So that is the end of everything. Thank you so much for hopping on. We're going to do this again and again and again until everyone's a 7-figure trader, guys. Don't worry if you don't get it straight away. We're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. The action points that I want to do before I close this call completely is make sure you finish academy, okay? The number one thing that I want everyone to do is finish academy. There's no point doing anything if you don't finish your academy. You're paying for the service. Make sure you pay for it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time, money, and effort. So that is what we do. How long have we been trading? We've been trading since March, pretty much. March we've been trading. So we've been around a long time. We've been around the block. We can say that. We've been around the block. Other than that, guys, we do have Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram and ask us questions on that, because I know you guys are from another team, another organization. We're more than happy to help. These sessions are pretty much on the download, though. Not everyone gets into them. So, yeah. our Instagram, we'll drop it, we'll give it to someone and they'll give it to you. But thank you so much, guys. Let's close this call. And I think, Sharmina, you're the one who can end the call.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Z, thank you. Dan, thank you so much.
No
Thanks.
worries. Thanks everyone for dropping
Bye.
on.
Thank you. Go on,
Bye.
Sharmina.